Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Friday, welcome back. I hope you're having a great day. So normally on Fridays, I like to do my weekly beauty chit chat or my Friday faves or whatever you want to call it. However, this week's faves really weren't drastically different from last week's in terms of beauty stuff that I was using. So I figured I would switch it up and do a lifestyle favorites instead because I have some stuff that I've been loving outside of home fragrance and skincare, makeup, hair care, those kinds of things. So let's talk those things because you know what? I like to use this channel as my outlet for whatever floats my boat, and this is what is floating it today. So in this video, I have things from the kitchen, I have food things, I have pet things, I have personal care items, things like that. So yeah, as always, I will link everything that you can purchase online in the description box down below. But if you have a Costco membership, you can actually get some of these things at your local Costco, which is one of my favorite places to shop. Who else is a huge fan of Costco? Big fan. Although I will say, I think we spent more money this year at Costco than at any time in the past. I feel like Costco prices increased a lot this year. Inflation is definitely a thing. So where do we want to start? Let's start with food things because I love food. Big fan of the food over here. So one of the things that I fell in love with from Costco this year were these mangosteen, or these freeze-dried mangosteen, if you will. So I'm a big fan of mangosteen fruit. I think it's delicious when it's fresh. However, kind of hard to get. I live in Oregon. It's not like it's just sitting out at most of my grocery stores. I kind of have to go to like a specialty store to find it. But when I saw this, I thought, amazing. So I bought a couple bags. I think it was back in the spring the first time I picked it up. And then like I didn't find it at all for months on end until Craig and I went right before Christmas. Well, it was about a couple weeks before Christmas, and they had it back. So this is from the brand Volupta, Nutrition by Pleasure. It's interesting, what would you call that? Slogan for your company. But so these are made with just mangosteen and they're just freeze dried. So really crunchy. Here, I'll show you what these guys look. They're so good. I'm not gonna eat one now, even though they make my mouth water just smelling them. Mangosteen has a really nice, sweet flavor to it, but it's not, I don't think it's sickeningly sweet. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like a lychee in a way, maybe a cross of a lychee and a passion fruit, kind of, somewhere around there in terms of flavor. But this is what the little freeze-dried mangosteen fruits look like. So good, but they do stick to my teeth, so I'm not gonna take a bite of that one. If you've never tried these, absolutely delicious. I think a lot of people put stuff like this in smoothies or yogurts, cereal, things like that. I just eat it straight up because I think it's delicious. All right, let's keep going in terms of like human consumables. I found this new tea. Now, I found this in the health food section at my local Fred Meyer. Fred Meyer is like a Kroger if you live in other parts of the country. It's just a grocery store, but it also has clothes, shoes, housewares, things like that. Okay, this is from the brand Puka. I think I'm saying that right, Puka. P-U-K-K-A. I'm gonna go with Puka. This is their Peace Organic Tea, and gosh, I need some peace this year. This is a naturally caffeine-free tea. I really wanted something that I could drink at night that would help calm my nerves, sort of get me ready for bed, you know, just kind of help me chill out towards the end of the day because I've been a little headstrong as of late. So this has spearmint, ashwagandha, and hemp seed oil. One, delicious tea. The spearmint isn't super strong, but it's definitely like, I would say like a mint base, but it's a really light, just really nice herbal tea. Like I can't I mean, I don't know if ashwagandha has a taste, but really all I taste in here is like that little bit of spearmint and just like a really like soft general herbal note, almost like it's mixed with like a chamomile or something like that. Anyway, I do find this very calming, very soothing. It definitely helps to chill me out a little bit. I think it also helps that I try to like kind of just clear my mind and meditate a little bit while I'm drinking it. But I feel like this has been getting me ready for bed and is helping me sleep a little bit better each night. So if you too need a little bit of calming in your life, may I suggest this tea? I don't know, maybe tea doesn't work for you. Typically works for me. Another thing that I've been taking at night before going to bed because I've been getting leg cramps. Dude, you guys, I love getting old. It just is like problem after problem after problem. Like why do we have to fall apart? I feel like I'm a fairly healthy person. I don't have any well, I have some medical problems, but they're not like massive medical problems. Everything's like under control. I don't understand. Like, just all goes downhill after 40. Anyway, this is the Natural Vitality Calm Magnesium Citrate Supplement. Okay, I have to have this at night. I basically just mix, I think it's like 1 scoop. Yeah, I mix 1 scoop, and it's not a huge scoop. Just 1 scoop of this powder in with warm water, and this is kind of like the last thing that I drink before going to bed. So I have my tea, chill out that way, and then a little while later I have like an 8-ounce mug of this with just, again, warm water. I feel like the warmth is another thing that sort of helps to calm me at the end of the day, but this really helps so much with, I feel like, my nerves as well as the leg cramps. I think it makes the biggest difference on the leg cramps. If you're dealing with a lot of those, you might be low on magnesium, so worth looking into. I am not a physician. I'm not here to advise you on this kind of stuff, but this is what I've been using. My mom actually talked to me about this stuff when I was telling her that I was dealing with really bad leg cramps. She was like, you know what you need? This. And it totally works. So I don't know, if you're in the market, check that out. I buy the big tub at Costco. It's much more cost effective there. You can buy like smaller containers of it as well. You can even purchase gummies. If you don't like drinking the liquid, you can purchase gummies that have the same flavor. This one here is like a raspberry lemon. It's not the greatest tasting thing, I'll be totally honest, but it's drinkable, and yeah. There's no leg cramps after. So, okay, we're gonna go with, again, human consumables here. This. On top of everything else falling apart, I feel like I'm starting to develop gut issues. So I feel like my digestion has slowed down a little bit, like, as I've gotten older. So one of the things that I've taken pretty regularly throughout my life, because someone told me about this back in my 20s. I think I was seeing a naturopath or something at the time. And she was talking to me about my, on again, off again gut issues. And she was like, you might need this papaya enzyme stuff to help you digest your food. I use it. It works really well for me. It's one of the things that kind of helps with just like getting everything to go through smoothly. So this is the American Health. There's different brands, but you're basically just looking for papaya. You need a papaya like enzyme type tablet. A lot of times that can help aid in digestion. If I feel really bloated after a meal, I just chew on a few of these, and honestly, it makes that bloated feeling go away very, very quickly for me. So this says to take 3 tablets after a meal. For me, sometimes I take 4, and it seems, I don't know, I'm not dealing with any adverse like papaya enzyme effects. So, but I would say follow the instructions, or follow your doctor's instructions, whoever you see, whether it's a naturopath or a regular physician. But these are really good. Again, takes away that like tight like feeling that I get after eating, and it just like seems to like move things along a little bit faster for me. So once again, if you are coming into the old lady stage of your life like I am, that is worth checking out. All right, let's talk about a dog thing, and this also has to do with digestion. As you guys are aware, I have 2 pugs. I have Alf, who is, this guy's healthy as a horse. There is nothing wrong with Alf. However, Penny is she's my sensitive, petite little flower. Penny is like all of 15 pounds. She's just this tiny little puglet, and she has a super sensitive stomach. Like, I have not been able to feed Penny treats for like several months because a couple months ago we had to take her into the emergency vet. She was having gut issues again. She just has a very, very sensitive stomach. So she's on a special digestive food. And for a while, like, I was just feeding her that because we needed her stomach to settle back down. But recently, like, I was getting really sad because I never had any treats for Penny. And so I talked to her vet several weeks ago, and they suggested this, and it has worked really well for her. So if you also have a dog with a super sensitive stomach, I don't know, it might be worth talking to your vet about this. I think this is a prescription item from the vet. I don't know. They allowed me to buy it because I buy her dog food at this vet. So this is the Purina Pro Plan Veterinary Diets Digestive Health Bites. And this has real chicken as the #1 ingredient. There's no artificial colors or flavors. Basically, it smells like smoked chicken. Penny likes the smell of it. I don't really like sticking my nose in here, but it smells like a dog treat. And she can consume it. It doesn't give her gut issues, and it's been working really well. So if you have a sensitive tummy pup and you have trouble finding treats that work, these seem to be working for Penny, so I thought I'd mention them. Let's go into the kitchen. Okay, I've got a few random kitchen items here that I'm super excited about. First of all, anything olive wood. This is an olive wood cutting board that I bought at Trader Joe's a couple years ago. I actually have a couple of these. They're only like 10 bucks when Trader Joe's gets them in, but I have really been looking into switching out a lot of my like plastic cooking utensils to wood cooking utensils. So currently I'm not sure where I'm gonna buy them from, but I have several carts full for olive wood cooking utensils, like olive wood cooking spoons or spatulas or things like that. I'm just trying to eliminate a lot of like the plastic stuff that we use on a daily basis. I'm never going to be able to eliminate all of it, but anyway, I'm trying to do as much as I can for my family to keep them healthy. And olive wood is one of like the hardest woods that you can find. So both olive wood and teak cooking utensils are supposed to be really good. But basically, just olive wood in general is one of my favorites in the kitchen right now. I have like this really nice olive wood pepper mill, and it just seems to be a really high quality, really hard wood that stands up well to a lot of wear and tear. So anyway, if you can find yourself a nice olive wood cutting board, I want to get like a much bigger one. So that's kind of on my list for this year as well, is just to find like a huge slab. They're kind of hard to come by and they're kind of expensive, but I don't know, I think it'd be so fun for like holiday parties and stuff. Like I love to do charcuterie boards, and I think a nice big one, like right now I just do a bunch of little ones with the olive wood that I found at Trader Joe's, but yeah. So if you too are looking to cut out a lot of the plastic in your life and you want to change up your cooking utensils, may I suggest olive wood? I think I'm gonna order from the there's like an olivewood.com or something. They have a really great selection and their prices are fairly reasonable. So I think I might get what I need from there in terms of the cooking utensils. But anyway, just olive wood, highly recommend for the kitchen. This washes up really easily, and these cutting boards have never warped. I've used them for a long time. You can certainly condition them with some mineral oil. I haven't done that in a little while. I should probably do that, but I mean, a good cutting board will last you for years. So that's really nice. Okay, also, in an effort to eliminate a lot of like the plastics and honestly a lot of the Teflon cookware that I've been using for a number of years, a lot of that stuff is really starting to show its wear. And when it comes to cookware and Teflon and things like that, as soon as it starts to like show any signs of like wear or chipping or peeling, like in the trash it goes. So I watch that stuff pretty closely. And instead of purchasing new Teflon pans and things like that, I decided that we would make the switch to, well, I want to get copper pots, but my pots right now are still fine. But a lot of my like pans like this are on their way out. So I'm replacing with cast iron. Cast iron does require, it's a little bit more high maintenance than my regular skillets that I had that were coated with Teflon before. However, I think it's worth it for like just the overall better health benefits, I guess, of cooking with cast iron. Sorry, you can't really see it. Like, I'm wearing black and this pan is black. I purchased this and another skillet that is, the other one does not have the little ridges on there and it's much larger. I purchased that set of 2 skillets at Costco. Once again, we're going back to Costco. It was both of them for, I think, under $35. It was like $34.99 for the set. They're really heavy. I think the brand is Tramontina. Does that sound right? Tramontina. Anyway, they also came with these little, these are like a silicone cover, so you can actually touch this. You can put these in the oven. If you have cooked with cast iron, you probably know all the benefits to it, and you know that you can put it in the oven. I can't do that with my Teflon stuff, so this just gives me some versatility. It's a little bit more maintenance, but I think probably better in the long run. So I figured between eliminating a lot of that Teflon stuff and a lot of like the plastic utensils in our kitchen, maybe that's better for our family health wise. I don't know. Like I go in and out about whether to like go crazy and just buy all new stuff or whether to just use it until it, you know, gets worn out. I don't know. There's like, I worry about the waste, but also I think it's probably not super great to be using this stuff, but anyway, let's keep going. So this is super extra and you don't need this at all. However, if you are in the market for a frother that's really, really good quality and that will froth the heck out of your oat milk, because I like oat milk lattes, I purchased this from the brand Svilling, whatever you want to say. This works with hot chocolate. It also works with milk, whatever milk you have, whether it's coconut milk, whole milk, soy milk, almond milk, oat milk in my case. You basically just pour it in here. Here's your little frother thing and you turn it on and this makes the frothiest milk. This works incredibly well. I decided to go with this one only because it matched the Svilling coffee maker and coffee grinder that I also, we got rid of the K-cups this year. See, I'm really trying. I'm trying to like eliminate a little bit of my waste. I'm trying to like consume less chemicals. I'm never, like I said, I'm never gonna eliminate all of them, but I feel like it's worth doing what you can. So K-cups, gone. That makes me feel a lot better. But it also allowed me the opportunity to drink my coffee in a way that's much more enjoyable, much more tasty. I had no idea how bad the K-cup coffee really was until I started just brewing my own, like a full pot of coffee instead. And I was like, oh God, I've been drinking the crappiest coffee for years. It's fine. It was convenient at the time, but I'm kind of over the convenience part of it. So, all right, the last thing I want to mention is this. This is the Ached Away Pro massager. I actually bought this for Craig for Christmas last year. So Craig still plays hockey, but he is complaining more and more about how sore he is after every game. And so last year for Christmas, I thought, well, I'm gonna buy him this like massage gun so that he can like, you know, massage his sore muscles after the game or whatever. And this has been fantastic. I use this a lot too, especially when I'm dealing with leg cramps. Usually if I have a really bad one, especially in my calf or something, I just get this thing out and it has several different like intensities. And the thing that intrigued me the most about this one is it was super quiet compared to a lot of the other massage guns on the market. Like you can find some cheaper ones for sure, but they're so loud, like they're obnoxious to use. So anyway, this one comes with several different types of tips. It's a really nice like carrying case for it. And then, like I said, a few different options for massagers and things. And you just charge it every now and then. I feel like the charge on this thing lasts a very, very, very long time. Again, compact, easy to store, and it just works so well. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on the first level here. It's super quiet, you guys, and it's because of the way that it's shaped. It's really easy to, oh God, that feels so good. Ah, so nice. It's really easy to like reach your own neck and so, oh, that feels so nice. Okay, I gotta stop doing that. But definitely the best one that I found out there on the market. I feel like it's worth splurging a little bit extra, because if something's so loud that you don't want to use it, you're not going to use it. And when it comes to something like this, you're buying it for a reason. You probably have some sore muscles. You need some relief from that. I feel like the Ached Away was like the very best one out of all of the ones that I researched. And I spent like a solid week just reading reviews on all these different like massage guns and stuff. But if you're in the market, that's a really great one. So anyway, you guys, that is it for the random lifestyle favorites for December 2022. I would like to do these videos on a monthly basis in the new year. I kind of did them here and there this past year, but I really like sharing more of these random products with you guys. So look for more of this next year. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what random thing you were loving this past month. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for all of your support on my channel. It means the world to me. And as of right now, I plan on continuing doing this at least for the next year. Don't know. I'm trying not to plan too far into the future these days, just kind of taking it day by day. But as of right now, this is still bringing me joy. It's still making me happy, and I still love the interaction with you guys. So yeah, hopefully you'll stick around as well. So I hope you have a fantastic weekend. There's a few home fragrance things coming up this weekend if you're interested. If not, I will see you back here next week. We are going to be starting the best of 2022. So we're gonna do all sorts of different categories and just have some fun with talking about favorites from the last year. So have a good one, you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Toodaloo.